this transaction, we are not saying you stop it, we are saying you regularize it. Yeah. Let it not be reported that Senate has asked the county government to stop the help coming from DOD. What we are saying is you need to regularize it.
Yes.
Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Chair, and I want to thank my colleagues for spending quite some time to look at the books of account of Nyandarua County. And I want to hold the words of the governor under oath, and it gives me some comfort that he said about that in the coming supplementary budget, we shall be able to get a view of the affirmative action money of 374 million. I think that gives comfort to all of us. That gives comfort to me because I know and I think this money will go a very long way in ensuring that we try and catch up with the others. That's why the other counties were donating some money to us. And it will even give us impetus as the members of the counties, small counties. We call ourselves the caucus of the small counties. The 12 senators who have a reason to go and tell the other senators that we still need this money even when the formula comes for one more time. Maybe finally, and I know I will run the risk of, I don't know how to say this, but maybe, and it is my position, Governor, that the Senate would not have any reason to stop the national government from supporting counties. I think, in my mind, maybe the reason why you are very, very quick to ensure that you transfer this completion of this block, the JM Kariuki block and the Okrau Stadium, from a presidential proclamation is because we have seen so much of the kind. And since none has commenced, maybe this one that looked like it can commence, you started it very quickly so that it does not get lost in the other many proclamations that have been made by President William Ruto in Nyandarua. Many of them have never started. If there is one that can start, let it start, but regularize it so that it is completed within the law. This is not little money. 988 million would have been a very huge burden on the county of Nyandarua. Maybe finally, having gotten these kind of reliefs, because you had budgeted 100 million for JM Kariuki Hospital, I imagine that you'd have budgeted another 100 million in the next financial year. Why don't you get this money and then still ensure that this money goes to the Department of Health so that we don't divert this money and use it for other purposes, and then it defeats the reason why the government was helping us. Because they helped us because we don't have enough. Ensure that this money that was meant for this JM Kariuki Hospital, even if it does not go to JM Kariuki Hospital, it goes to the Department of Health so that you can be able to make our medical services better. You can be able to ensure at least people can feel that there is some burden that was on the county that has been taken by the national government and they can actually see and get better services. Maybe finally, Chair, I will be very excited to have the governor appear before us again to look at the issues on our own source revenue, because I would want to see how it has grown. I now know we have a new system, how it is working better than the system that we had, how it is growing, because, you know, Governor, even as we push money from the equitable share, you have to also push from your side. It can't be that when you joined the equitable share was 5.6 billion, it has now grown to 6.5 billion, but the own source revenue is growing within very marginal rates. It must commensurate. And you must also share among it yourselves, Chair. It can't be that one county is reporting that they have grown their own source revenue with 500 million, and another county is growing at 300 or 30 million. There must be something very wrong with these counties that are growing their own source revenue within marginal rates. I want to stop there. As you can actually see, Chair, I'm actually a very good man. I'm actually a very, very good man. I'm a very well.
There was no doubt.
There was, there are some people who actually accuse me of being cantankerous. I only want a good country. Just the same way I'm speaking about Nyandarua is the same way I would want a good country, and those are the things that I say on top of the cars. It's only that sometimes I use a language that is not very friendly to Senator Cherargei, but it's the same thing that I'm saying.
I am happy that today you didn't point at the governor. Wewe badilisha. Wewe badilisha. I think just to tie it up, the senator has said something. I think it's something you need to reflect on, Governor. We don't need to respond to it. You will deal with it when you come back. Now that the national government has taken the burden away from you on JM Kariuki and the stadium, what are you telling the people of Nyandarua that the money that you would have used on the stadium and on JM Kariuki where else are you putting it? Is it going into mandazis? Or is it going into payment of pending bills? Or is it going into alternative flagship projects? If we had time, we'd have interrogated that. But when you come back before us, please have that question in mind so that we can provide that assurance that the burden has been lifted, but the Senate still sends the money, and so you are putting the money in another sector to improve lives and livelihoods. I hope in our next meeting, which shall be by invitation, not by summons, because you seem to have fairly good manners. You come when invited. So at our next meeting, which should be by invitation, I hope you can address us on that.
Though if you allow, in a half a minute.
Well, I'll allow because you are the one who was pressed for time.
Yeah, particularly on this one, I want to agree with Senator Methu. You know, in Nyandarua, at this age, we only have 2 level 4 hospitals. That is JM and Engineer. Actually, the reason why we are really pushing this one to be completed in good time, it will be our first level 5 hospital. What we have done, we have given money to 4 other hospitals, health centers, to uplift them to level 4s. That is Babu, Manunga, Daragwa, and Chamuka. So, in fact, it captures the inspiration of my senator that we want also now to upgrade other...
Governor, those ones you mentioned are in this report, and they're reported as told.